the arrival of shells at the occupiers in the temporarily captured Yasenovina in Donetsk region. Thanks to the help of the West with the supply of HIMARS, Ukraine began to steadily destroy the enemy's rear. The Russian army has stopped sleeping peacefully both at night and during the day. Another arrival of shells in the Donetsk region, this time near Kremnets near Donetsk. Friends, today we will use maps and animations to show you what is happening on the battlefield in Ukraine and how important US assistance is for victory. Let's support Ukraine. Everyone who believes in victory, please like this. In the Bakhmut sector today, the Ukrainian army made progress. In particular, it took an important line. The occupying army fled from its positions. The Ukrainian army captured the positions of Russian troops very quickly. There will be more good news later. There is no point in staying in the village of Kleshchiivka now. Ukrainian soldiers need to prepare a base so that one day they can reach the appropriate heights in the direction of Opatny. According to Joint Intelligence, it was found out that the Russian army has brought in an additional 2,000 servicemen from the reserve to the Bakhmut direction. The enemy does not make gestures of goodwill, but strives for a gesture of dead will. Fierce fighting is taking place in the Bakhmut sector. The Ukrainian army is non-stop storming the enemy's positions and making significant progress every day. Russia's strategic reserve in this area is getting smaller and smaller every day. Near Avdiivka, the Ukrainian armed forces defeated the Russians and they lost the initiative. They are abandoning everything and retreating. The Ukrainian army captured 2 tanks. The crew was eliminated. The assault lasted for 10 hours without stopping, and Russia has suffered a complete fiasco. The defense of the Russian army is getting weaker and weaker. Russian counterattacks are not producing any results. There are all the prerequisites for the Russian defense to collapse. This is how Ukraine has mastered the HIMARS and is using them to liberate its land from the occupiers. As always, Russia has no chance and no methods to resist such weapons. The situation of the Russian occupiers is deteriorating every day. Unable to stop the counteroffensive, the invaders resorted to the use of chemical weapons. But this did not stop the army of Ukraine. The success of the Ukrainian military is reported near Novodarivka. The Ukrainian army has pushed the enemy back 5 kilometers. In the direction of Melitopol and Berdyansk, the Ukrainian army demolished the fortified areas of Russia and advanced approximately 10 kilometers. There are still 10 kilometers left to the operational space. This plan is very carefully thought out. The Russian army will not be able to repel this attack, as the minefields are already behind. And here is another proof of how the Russian army leaves its equipment and ammunition on the battlefield. The Ukrainian armed forces have received another trophy, a huge warehouse with weapons and ammunition from the Russians near Pyatakaki. These are boxes with new Jmil rocket launchers, automatic grenade launchers and ammunition, small arms, combat kits for infantry fighting vehicles, and a bunch of other useful trophies. Meanwhile, the Russian army assured that it would not retreat, but this turned out to be another Russian fake.